Sonia the list of all the board games. If you think of it tomorrow morning, just let her know. I'm sorry I didn't get back to her, but I've been swamped in the last few days. So she wants to know the list of board games we have for sale at wholesale prices. And I would have already sent it to her, but I've just had other things. That's great. I'm sure she's happy to get that. I know you can hear me. You still have to wait till we're ready to start the live stream.
I could let you all hear me, but I know no one has to do that for the live stream.
Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Beyond the Edge of Exile, home to hot mics and even hotter news. Joining me tonight once again is my co-host Jeffrey Pasito. Jeffrey, how are you tonight?
I'm doing very well, actually. Doing really well. Um, I'm really excited about tonight, so I won't let anything slide ahead of time. But just frustrated with YouTube because for some reason it falls out of sync all the time for me when we're doing that countdown. Like when you tell me there's 30 seconds left till we're going live, mine says like 5 minutes left. I'm like, why does it keep going out of sync? I've got it staring at it on the screen. Nothing slows down. I don't know. Something
Is it
on my
on
end.
is it on your phone? Because it does that on my phone.
Nope. It's on my desktop right here. This way I can
Oh,
stare right at you when I talk to you.
how interesting. Wow, look at all the people in the chat already tonight. That's a great start. It's
hmm
like everybody somehow knew we had some really cool news to share tonight.
Please forgive my typing. I'm just adding names to the magic spinning wheel. For those of you that aren't aware, we spin a wheel at the end of every episode, every show, to give away a pack of Invasion. So I'm just adding the names. Oh, there's a new name that popped in. Gotta add
Yeah,
that one in. All you have
Suddenly
to do is comment.
Pandas.
Just comment in the chat, and your name gets added. Certainly, pandas.
So Jeff, how was your weekend?
My weekend. Let me see what happened this weekend. Oh, right, it's Monday. Yes, this weekend was pretty good actually. Sorry, I'm lost on my week. Springtime's a little bit hectic for me, but weekend was good. Weekend was good. I think it was a whole lot of relaxing this weekend, as best I could.
That's awesome.
Sometimes you
I
need that downtime.
I'm happy to share that my Genesis-filled weekend was very productive. We had another great turnout at Jackson Queen and Elmville, which is where I've been helping out recently with events.
Awesome.
They're doing just great there. That community is growing faster than I dared to hope, so that's great. And then on the Sunday, I was in a different town. I was over in Aurelia, Ontario, and did our first ever Learn to Play event at a new store that's just joined our leagues, which is Trading Card Cody's, which is right on one of the main streets in Aurelia. Can't say enough great things about Cody himself. Really friendly, very likable person, as many game store owners are. That's how it should be. People you want to hang out with in the stores you want to hang out at. And we had a great time. Taught some players. Some people converted at least one Magic player over and showed them the wisdom of playing Genesis, which was great. So we had lots of fun. So my weekend revolved a lot around Genesis, and it
Great.
was a great success at both locations. So I'm happy to share that the community up my way continues to grow really well.
I heard some good results from the trading card Cody one in the Discord. Some people were talking about it. They were really excited to get some good player base forming out there already.
Oh, that's cool.
People
I
that
didn't
people
check
that are in
that,
the
but
area. So
that's
that's
good to
really
hear.
nice.
I'm glad
Yeah.
to hear people are talking about it. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it was great. Really good to hear that sort of thing. To answer you, suddenly pandas, it's not because of stream delay. It's just that the YouTube video, it's like it runs slow or something and just falls out of sync after a while and just doesn't keep pace. Couldn't even tell you why it's happening. Um, I usually understand technology, but YouTube does its own thing for whatever reason. So
Well,
I don't have to worry too much about it. Jason keeps me on my toes so that I can catch back up to things.
well, and then on my end of it, it's OBS loves to give me challenges, as we've talked about many times. I'm just so grateful that for the last few weeks we've been able to hit go live
Oh, don't
and the
say it.
audio's been working good. Hey,
Don't
we're already in
say
this.
it.
We can't wreck it now. We're already in this episode, so like
I meant
people
for
can
next
hear
week.
us.
I'll
That's
keep my
that's
fingers crossed though.
next week is next week's problem.
Yep, that's
Tonight we're
true. That's
golden.
true.
So
Yep, tonight we're golden. And
Marcus has
if
joined the
someone,
chat as well. Nice.
I imagine someone in the chat is going to now post and be like, "Hey, you guys are frozen. I can't hear anything," just to give us a hard time. But I won't believe them this time.
If that happens, it'll be my fault because I did jinx it then.
Well, hello, everyone. I've been trying to say hello in the chats, typing it, but hello, Suddenly Pandas, and hello, Marcus. I'm not going to do too much click clack typing because I think it picks up too much on my mic here. So I won't bother you guys just typing in the names as they pop up here. Jason, we've got a announcement filled day today, I think, if I'm not mistaken, right?
We
There's
sure
a
do.
lot going on.
We get to share lots of cool information. So the first bit of information that's pretty cool is we're not doing a spoiler tonight, and the reason why is because the third-party spoilers are beginning finally. It's that beautiful time of the year where people get sent previews of cards ahead of time, and then they get to reveal them to the world however they see fit, which I'm excited about. And I have a handy dandy little graphic here that I'm just going to put up on the screen so that everybody can see where they'll be able to find the first few spoilers over the next few weeks. It should pop up right between you and I on the screen, Jeff. And
Hmm.
once you can see it in a few moments, you'll see that the first spoiler is slated to come out sometime this week on brutalgamer.com. One of our recent additions to the Genesis community has been doing some writing for them in the past, and they've decided to start featuring all the fun that they're having playing Genesis on brutalgamer.com. So I'm really excited about that. And then right below that, you'll see that the next one is set for this Sunday night. Imperial Pools, who are two people that are very near and dear to my heart, good friends, they're going to be revealing a brand new spoiler as well for Metamorphosis. Then we've carved aside a week from April 1st to April 7th for another good friend of mine, Aaron, who does the In the Works channel on YouTube, where he's been featuring lots and lots of great gameplay content. He was filming some at our store in Midland. Now he's filming new live gameplay every week at Jack's on Queen in Elmville. So he's featuring lots of gameplay, and I'm excited for him to reveal his spoiler because knowing him, he'll probably have suggestions on how to fit it into a deck or something because he's very creative minded for building great decks. And then last but certainly not least, on the second week of oh god, I did it again. I said April, but it's May. I typed it out wrong. God, I that happened to me earlier today. It's May. These are May dates. Oh, I'm so bad. There we go.
Everyone just grab a Sharpie, write it over on the screen. It's okay.
I jinxed myself. May 1st to May 7th is in the works, and then May 8th to May 15th is Madtown Hobby. So that's the spoilers coming up for the next couple weeks. And the irony is Madtown Hobby's laughing because he corrected me earlier today when I said April instead of May in a private chat. And you'd think it would have seared into my brain, but somehow I just
No.
it's got to be May, but yet it's not. So yeah,
Well,
my bad.
I don't know about you, Jason, up there, but we had hail where I'm living. Over the
Today?
weekend? I think on Saturday.
Oh,
On
okay.
Saturday, we had
Wow.
hail. So, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's about to be May. So, I have no qualms with you going back in time because it really feels like it's back in time.
Yeah, we had some massive, light, fluffy snowflakes in Elmville on Saturday, but it turned into
Hmm.
like whiteout conditions if you were driving at the time.
Oh, that's not good.
So yeah, we didn't get the hail, but visibility sucked for my drive home after a very fun night of Genesis. But it was worth it.
Uh,
Totally worth it
we
to go
we
out and
had
have fun.
the traditional Canadian East Coast Canadian spring where it was bright and sunny, then it rained, then it hailed, then it rained again, then light fluffy flakes, and then a little bit of rain, and then the sun came out again, and all fluctuating between 0 to about 12 degrees Celsius, so the Americans don't freak out. 0 to 12 Celsius,
Yeah,
which is like
yeah.
40 to 50 Fahrenheit or something like that, I think.
hmm
Jeremy, the Chrono Walkers are going to be doing one. We just don't have a date for it yet.
Yeah,
So thank you for bringing that up. The Chrono Walkers are hard to nail down because they keep moving around.
in
Right, it's a little
time,
reference there to
time
the
traveler.
board.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I guess I didn't have to. If I had to explain it, it wasn't a good reference. So,
Well,
but
for
we will be
Shahan,
talking
these
to them
prob
about their date.
for Shahan, these dates that I had on the screen a second ago probably make sense because he's probably still back in last month or something. You never know where those chrono walkers are going to be.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
They're all over the place.
but as we get through a couple of the spoilers each week, I'm going to update the list of the next spoilers. So
Mhm.
you're going to see chrono walkers popping up on the list in the next week or two.
Yep.
I didn't want to rhyme them all off all at once because then the screen would be filled with all the spoilers. So uh, yep,
Yep.
we'll keep everybody up to date as we get them going. It's gonna be fun to see all these third party, especially Chrono Walkers will be fun because they do love to delve into the minute details of cards and really explore them. So I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll be interesting to see how what their insights are on the card that they're gonna reveal. Just got back from next year. Stop feeding the
The
microwaves.
microwaves.
That's a little ominous.
Uh, I don't know. Shahan usually speaks quite wise, so I'm a little nervous now. No popcorn for me tonight. Don't want to feed
Yeah.
that microwave.
Yeah, that's it. It's all air fryer for me from now on. That's it. I'm swearing off the microwaves.
But that's really exciting that we've got these spoilers now starting up. It's fun to get that geared up and ready and start that rolling. I'm really excited for that. Can't wait to see that start taking shape and watch them.
Yeah,
I want to watch other people and see what their reactions are to things.
absolutely.
Stovetop Damien, yes. Stovetop popcorn is really good. Just a pot with a little bit of oil in it, a little bit of salt. Just make sure you don't put too much in or it falls over, but probably the best popcorn you can make is stovetop.
Yeah, yeah. Then we have two other things to talk about.
Mhm.
Uh, which one do you want to do first?
Oh boy.
I don't know.
What do you want to do first?
I kind of feel like the video would make sense because that's going to be a cool bit of news for
Mhm.
Americans. And then I think after we've told them that, then the last cool reveal,
Yep.
which applies to everybody, for the last one, it's going to affect stores all over the place for the last reveal.
Yep.
Is that an okay order with you?
I think that's great. I really like that, and gives us a chance to rest our vocal cords while the video goes for a bit.
Perfect. All right,
Yep.
so we have a little bit of cool news to share. This news in particular is mainly going to impact people who live in the States. And again, it's good news. So the Americans are going to be happy to hear this, I think. I've got a little reveal video set up that I can play. It's only about a minute long, but it's some pretty cool, pretty big news, I feel. I'm excited about it. And we'll come back after this video and Jeff and I will talk about it. So if you're ready, Jeff, we can check this video out. Sound good?
Roll it.
This is a special announcement from Edge of Exile Entertainment regarding Genesis Battle of Champions. We are happy to announce to all of our American Genesis Battle of Champions fans that it is becoming even easier to get our products in the United States. It is with great pleasure that we would like to announce our newest distributor in the United States, IndiePro Games. IndiePro Games ships all of their products out of the greater Seattle area on the West Coast. However, they do offer affordable shipping options to game stores all across the country. If you've been dying to get your hands on some of our Gelara 2nd Edition booster boxes, as well as our Origins retail boxes, we are pleased to announce that IndiePro Games is carrying our entire line of products, including some that are currently not available at any other distributor in the United States. And lastly, in addition to being a fully authorized wholesale distributor of our products, IndiePro Games has also been approved to begin selling our products direct to end users at the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Our first shipment of products to IndiePro Games will be arriving there shortly, so place your pre-orders now. So there you are, folks. I'm very happy to be able to finally say, and this took about 2 weeks of negotiations to get the deal done. We officially have our second distributor for products in the United States, shipping out of the West Coast, out of the greater Seattle area. And the cool thing is, this is the first distributor that we've signed with in the States that has chosen to carry all of our products. So, any retail outlets out there, brick and mortar stores that want to get wholesale pricing on Gelara 2nd Edition, Origins, on our playmats, and of course on Invasion as well, the latest products, and even place some pre orders for Metamorphosis. You can do all of that now through Indie Pro Games as well as our existing distributor, Southern Hobby. So, just more ways to get product into people's hands. And I think that's really cool. I'm very excited about it, especially to finally get some of the older product officially available for everybody in the States to order. And as I mentioned in the video as well, Indie Pro Games is also their primary thing. They started as naturally an independent board game distributor. So they love to carry all those niche, super hard to find independent games, and they sell those directly to the public. So part of our agreement with them is if any of our products that they sell at retail price will be strictly sold at the exact MSRP. So local game stores everywhere else still have the options of pricing lower than MSRP as long as they stay above our minimum advertised price. So if you have nowhere else to go and you want to get product directly from a source, that's an option. Although you'll still have the ability to get prices maybe a little slightly better at your local game store. So we're encouraging the public to continue supporting your local game store if you can. And if you don't have an option for the public, it's definitely a great option now. Indie Pro Games will ship your games, all your products from us all across the states.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it's a great partnership. It's a great partnership for them. It's a great partnership for us. It's another way for people in the West Coast to get product. So, yeah, I'm really excited about it, Jeff.
Yeah, no, I'm ecstatic that we landed someone that's going to officially carry the older sets that are still available that we still have inventory on. I know Madtown's mentioning a few other people still have some, but this is an official uh, distributor of ours that will be carrying the new products or the old products and the new products both, making them available on a go forward basis, which is great. And it does service that western seaboard that I know we've been asked a lot to
Yeah.
try and get some more representation out that way. Not that Southern Hoppy doesn't cover that, but just as a stores in general, and because he's based on that area, he's got more penetration into the store market there, so they will be able to purchase from him and get that rolling out of the West Coast stores, which is awesome. Really, really excited for it.
Yeah.
And he seemed very passionate about the card game and about getting things like this out into the market. So I think he's going to do a very good job of pushing it onto retail as well.
For those of you who might be wondering how this all came about, this was one of the business leads that came up through discussions
Mhm.
when we were at Gamma down in Kentucky a little over a month ago now. So we met some great people, had some exciting leads, and we did mention at the time that we had some cool things going on that could be really exciting as we move forward. And this announcement here of the new distributor is one of two announcements related to Gamma
Yes.
that are coming out tonight. So things have been progressing. We've been working really hard behind the scenes, and I'm thrilled that we're getting to share all this cool stuff.
Oh yeah, it's really uh, these sorts of things take time. I know everyone always says things like that, but it really does take time to get the ducks in a row, get all your negotiations done, and get everything set up and arranged. Including the next announcement we're going to make. It took a while to get where we wanted to be with that, so that we could talk to the right people and put our best foot forward for the stores and for the community and all that. And I'm really excited about it. I won't say much more about it because I don't want to spoil it before we get to it. Um, but at this point, I'd like to maybe just read the list of names to make sure I've gone through
Yeah,
everyone
that sounds
while we
great.
just kind of digest Indie Pro. I have Damien C, Madtown Hobby, Kyle DJ, Jeremy H, Suddenly Pandas, Marcus P, Shahan S, Duelist, Sync JD, Brian P, and Badson. If you haven't heard your name and you're in the chat, because there's a couple extra of you in the chat that are not on that list for sure, just drop a comment in there. I'll get your name added to the list, and you get a chance to win a pack of Invasions.
I'm sure some people
But
are
yeah,
probably. Oh, sorry. Go
sorry.
ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure some people are probably wondering how soon they'll be able to order product from Indie Pro Games, and I just wanted to mention before we move off from that topic that I'm actually going to be at our warehouse tomorrow, starting to prep stuff. I hope I hope by Friday at the latest, I'll be able to actually get the product on the way to the States.
Yeah,
And if all goes well, and if it crosses the border reasonably quickly, then that will mean that probably in like 3 weeks, give or take, he'll physically have
yeah,
product there ready to ship out. But they have already put all the products up live on their website at indieprogames.com. So if you want to go ahead and place some
yeah,
pre-orders, even for stuff that's already out other places, you can place the pre-orders. He'll get it shipped as soon as they receive it in a couple weeks. So that's the last little bit of information I want to make sure that I share on that. That we're moving forward with that very quickly, and only a few weeks from now you'll be able to get the whole line of products in the United States, which I'm very excited about.
yeah. No, that's great. I didn't want to actually move off them. I wanted to talk a bit more about Indie Pro because of that. We did meet them at Gamma, and they were very very passionate about games in general, and
Yeah.
really liked our game. Really liked the community's game. Really liked Genesis. They were really
Mhm.
ecstatic about it, which was great. Seemed like something they were trying to branch into, and don't know for their first TCG, but they seemed very very excited to get something like this in their warehouse and start distributing it out, which was awesome. Um, and
I
it just seems like a good fit.
Yeah. I can let you know that they've carried for a couple years an educational trading card game called Life, which involves real
That's
life
right.
statistics around animals and things like that. Good educational teaching tool.
Hmm.
And then they also there I know that they're onboarding another game that we interacted with personally at Gamma, but I can't remember if he's announced it publicly or not. So I'm not going to
So
risk
we won't say it.
I'm not going to risk spoiling it. But there's another
Sounds-
TCG that's currently being onboarded with them as well.
Yeah,
So that
that
makes us the third one.
that life game, if I'm not mistaken, is a top trumps game or trump tops. I can't remember which order that goes in. It's a very very big in England sort of thing where it's you pick a stat and see if it beats your opponent, kind of like an advanced game of war sort of thing.
Oh,
If
okay.
I'm not mistaken, that's what the life game is. So, but it is very educational and colorful. It is very lively, like that sort of thing. And yeah, good thing not to mention the other one. I was going to say it, but you're right. I don't know if they've announced it, so we can't. We'll keep that one quiet. As of right now, it's Genesis that they've got.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, do head over to their site. The website was indieprogames.com, was it, Jason?
that's right. INDIPRO games.com.
Yeah, head over there and if you need some old if your store needs some stuff and you need it at your store, get your store to go there, sign up. I guess you register with them and they can start putting in their pre-orders now. And like Jason said, if all goes well, mid to end of May at the latest. He should have it in the warehouse ready to ship back out.
And also, if any new stores wind up ordering from them that haven't ordered from any other
Mhm.
distributors, we'll be providing Indie Pro Games with some of the promo packs
Mhm.
and the free paper playmats and all the other supportive products that we've been sending to our other distributors. So
Yeah.
there's no downside at all. In fact, if it's convenient for you, it's a great way to get the product because they're going to have all the free promotional items that we send to all the other stores that they can pass along with these shipment. And you could day one when your product comes in, you'd also get your promo packs and stuff like that straight from Indie Pro Games. So yeah, lots of
Yeah.
cool things going on there.
Yeah. Really, really good.
Hey there, the card
Really.
golem. Welcome to the
Hello,
chat
hello.
tonight.
So it was great. I've added a couple more people now. We've got 12 entries total in this list here for the Pack of Invasion giveaway,
That's great.
um, which is great. Speaking of Pack of Invasion, I I have another Pack of Invasion still here from last week. Can I open
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, you gonna open it on camera? Show us
Is
what
that
cool
okay?
stuff you got.
If you
I
guys
think it
don't
sounds
mind,
great. Yeah. I love seeing packs get cracked all the time. What
I don't
will
get to
Jeff
open as many
get?
packs anymore as I used to, so
Do you
it's
feel
fun when
like
I
you
get
should
to.
be in a car right now?
I don't know where my seatbelt is. I feel lost. So we have twin arrows,
Yeah.
pox spreader. Let me know if these are in camera view or not because I can't tell yet.
Hmm.
I think I have to go more left. No, more right. There we are.
Welcome to
Um,
Shockwave and John Rayner over in the other chat.
defensive pose, twister, prokaryotic hounds. You know, I've always wanted to pronounce prokaryotic hounds very differently, so people go, "Is that how it's pronounced?" And kind of trick people, but it's not appropriate. Hungry hounds,
I've always said it as
entangling
prokaryotic.
incumbents,
I've probably been butchering it the whole time.
toxic mushroom, tentunaba, stalwart defense, bling, lasting advice, devastation, burning abomination, which is gorgeous in foil if you've ever
Love
seen
that
it,
card. Love it. Yep.
Proteus, and an
Nice.
infected brush.
Very cool.
Uh, I've got to say, as silly as it sounds, maybe um, I do like opening these packs because there's a lot of cards. That's another side benefit is we have a full pack of cards. It's not like some games that have less cards per pack. We'll say. Sorry,
Hmm.
Shockwave. I'm adding. You said. And who was the other person? There were two people in the other chat.
People in the other chat were John Rayner, JC, and Shockwave. Shockwave has just asked a question, actually. There
Mhm.
was Jafar, the secret bunny champion. When are we getting Pokeroo, the secret champion? Jeff, you know all the secrets that I don't know. Is Pokeroo
I don't-
coming anytime soon? I haven't seen him lately.
You know what, Shockwave, you just missed them
I
just now.
just missed him again. Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's under some tight Canadian copyright from
I'm
TVO
sure it
Kids or
is.
something like that. So
I'm sure
unfortunately,
it
there's
is.
no Pokeroo, no polka dot door. You know, because it would go great, right? A Pokeroo with a polka dot door alteration or something that would take you into a mystical land. I don't know. It's
Then you'd have like
not in the cards, as it were.
Mr. Dress Up showing at your door with a baseball
Mr.
bat
Jessup,
and
yep.
right. And the
Who I
man
believe, if I'm not mistaken, used to be a puppeteer on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. If I'm not mistaken, that's how he got his
that's
start.
believable for
I
sure.
think.
I could believe that.
I read that somewhere. I don't know how authentic it was. I read it on the internet. You can believe everything on the internet's true, right? I think something along those lines.
JC saying in the chat on the other channel that apparently Twin Arrows was one of the cards in Invasion that did get changed. That's interesting. I don't remember what it
Oh,
was before. And
what
then
was changed about
Shockwave's
it,
like,
JC? Do you
I
remember?
see Shockwave here is like, I see Jeff and I see Jason and I see we got a little Canadiana throwback here for all the poor Americans are so confused what we're talking about right now. But kids shows from the 90s and 80s probably for in
It,
Canada
it's
it was
it's
the
amazing actually how
rise.
some of those shows infiltrated into the U.S. too, is my understanding. Maybe not some of those in particular, but there's some Canadian shows that made it pretty big in the U.S. and I didn't realize that they were almost more popular there than they were here.
Oh really? Oh, that's
All right, so this is
fascinating.
what John's talking about. I don't know what changes were made. It's also I know it's blurry. Suddenly pandas, my camera won't focus right sometimes. So see if it's focusing. If I just hold it there for a
Twin
while. Oh,
Arrows trigger used to be an attack. That's what I'm learning.
Trigger when you play Twin Arrows range attack 1, deal 1 range damage to a target in Twin Arrows awareness.
Hey, Cardboard Cohorts
Oh,
entered the
interesting.
chat. We know what we got to do now. We got to catch Cardboard Cohorts up on what he's missed because, and everybody else, because there's been some late arrivals. I'm going to
You
give
think he'd
everybody.
be interested in hearing about it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna give everybody the super short version so I
Mhm.
don't waste everybody else's time. First thing is we are officially into third-party spoiler season, which is really exciting. I'm gonna throw up the image on the screen here for everybody. These are the first four spoilers where you're gonna be able to find them sometime later this week. The first one's gonna magically appear on brutalgamer.com, being shared by the card golem Dan. He's writing some articles for brutalgamer.com all about Genesis. I'm excited for that. Very excited. Then this coming Sunday night, starting at 8 p.m., Imperial Pools is once again going to be doing one of their amazing live streams. I don't know what else they're going to be doing, but I do know they're going to be revealing a spoiler. So these are all worldwide premieres. If you want to see these cards the first time ever, you got to tune in to Imperial Pools. Got to check out brutalgamer.com. And then during the week of not April, but May the 1st to May 7th, I may have been drinking earlier today, and I apologize for that. During the week of May 1st to May 7th, our good friend Aaron over at In the Works, which In the Works is a really great YouTube channel featuring lots and lots of Genesis gameplay all the time. Aaron's going to be revealing a spoiler, and I know Aaron actually used to work. This is true in real life. He used to work for a TV show, TV station, doing editing and stuff. So he's got all the cool tricks for editing, just like well, he's probably better at than I am. So I'm sure he'll have something really cool. And then after that, the fourth one in our series of spoilers coming up sometime between May the 8th and May the 15th, Madtown Hobby, one of the newest brick and mortar stores that's carrying Genesis nowadays, is going to be revealing an exclusive spoiler as well. So that's the first thing that people who are tuning in late have missed hearing about is the spoilers. And then I could tell you what the other news was we revealed, but it's only a minute long. I might as well play the video again because I bet
Yeah.
you the
Yeah.
video will cover it faster than I'll talk about it. I tend to prattle on. So let's just check out this super short 1 minute exciting announcement for all the Americans out there because announcement in particular is great for Americans. So with that being said, let's check it out and we'll be right back. This is a special announcement from Edge of Exile Entertainment regarding Genesis Battle of Champions. We are happy to announce to all of our American Genesis Battle of Champions fans that it is becoming even easier to get our products in the United States. It is with great pleasure that we would like to announce our newest distributor in the United States, IndiePro Games. IndiePro Games ships all of their products out of the greater Seattle area on the West Coast. However, they do offer affordable shipping options to game stores all across the country. If you've been dying to get your hands on some of our Jalara 2nd Edition booster boxes, as well as our Origins retail boxes, we are pleased to announce that IndiePro Games is carrying our entire line of products, including some that are currently not available at any other distributor in the United States. And lastly, in addition to being a fully authorized wholesale distributor of our products, IndiePro Games has also been approved to begin selling our products direct to end users at the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Our first shipment of products to IndiePro Games will be arriving there shortly, so place your pre-orders now. There we go. That was the other bit of news that we've already revealed. And that's not all the big hits. We got one more really cool big hit to reveal tonight. But yeah, spoilers coming out. A new distributor in the States. First distributor that we've had in the States who's agreed to carry all of the line of products, including Origins and Jalar 2nd Edition booster boxes. So some exciting opportunities for people in the States to get some product they haven't been able to before. And they ship out of Seattle. So another one on the West Coast is great as well. So we're making sure that we're spreading all across the country, well, all across the continent, and I'm excited.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's really good. Really, really good news. I know I was having a conversation earlier with one of them with actually Cardboard Cohorts about what stores in his area carry through Southern Hobby, and now you don't have to worry about that so much anymore.
Oh, look at that in the chat, Jeff. Madtown Hobby says he's already sent his application just while the live stream's
Sweet.
been going. Isn't that cool?
That's
That's
great.
exciting.
I hope you didn't close our window. I hope you're still watching us while you do that. You got to pay attention to both.
Well,
No,
he's
that's
still in the
awesome,
chat,
Madtown.
so that's a good sign. And then look, Cardboard Courts has good news too. Hopefully,
Yep.
here in a month or so, there'll be another local game store in his area, so that's great.
Yep.
The
Yep,
game's
that's great
continuing to
to
grow
hear.
and expand, and I'm really excited about that. I'm also excited for the last big announcement tonight, which Jeff's going to get to do the honors. He said that he's excited about revealing this bit of news, and assuming you're cool talking about it, Jeff, I would
Yeah,
like to
yeah, I
give you
am.
the honor of like sharing the
Sure.
exciting news. So,
So I know this is something that people have been asking for a while now. They've been champing at the bit for it, and we've been working hard, as Jason says, behind the scenes to get to this point. Um, and it's again someone we met at Gamma. We went through a few different options here, and finally came out with what we think is the uh, best option, I guess. Now, do you have a video for this too, Jason, or no? This is just that we're
no,
gonna just talk
I
about.
didn't. I figured we'd just talk about it tonight, and I wanted to let you get to.
Okay,
I
just
usually
wanted to
don't
make
take
sure
all the fun stuff,
before.
so I wanted to make sure that you get a chance to like talk about something cool as well. So.
Perfect. So, for all of you who are excited to play Genesis at your stores, but are looking for just that little bit more, something to um, be a little bit more competitive, or at least keep records, keep track of things that are going on, we now have, or will very shortly, because it takes them a few weeks to onboard, I believe, a organized play partner in Best Coast Pairings.
Yes.
So, Best Coast Pairings, which is known, I'm guessing worldwide, but at least across North America, as a very reliable, very good source for pairings. They do everything from Warhammer to Catan to Primal to a whole bunch of things. They're doing a Magic the Gathering, obviously is one of their big ones. I believe it was oh boy, One Piece. They had a giant One Piece tournament that they supported and stuff like that. They're a huge entity in the U.S. and Canada for and worldwide for pairings, and we are signing on with them to be our competitive organized play. Well, not necessarily competitive, but organized play partner.
Yeah, and not just to avoid any confusion for people, not just pairing specifically, but they make
Mm-hmm.
tournament software that'll run the whole event
Mm-hmm.
from start to finish. And as Jeff mentioned, with some of those
Yep.
other companies and games, they're already being the tournament software of choice for some other games in the industry, which is really exciting. What for One Piece, which has really surged in popularity lately. One Piece has their own proprietary software, but they don't trust their own proprietary software enough for when it's a huge event with
Yep.
like 300 people. So they've actually been using the Best Coast pairing software for all their major tournaments, the ones with that they need to go smoothly. So we're excited because there are some really well respected and well known games that are already using the software, and we're happy to be beginning our journey to having them become our official tournament software as well. As Jeff mentioned, the onboarding process has just begun. In fact, I just sent in some information today so that they
Yep.
could start the onboarding process. I get the impression via the emails that they sent back and forth that it won't take long, 2 or 3 weeks, and then there'll be logins available for stores to request a login, and they'll be able to log in and use the software in their stores to run Genesis software, Genesis tournaments with their software, I should say. But the really cool thing, Jeff, and I think you, myself, and Janice are all really excited about it, is this is only the tip of the iceberg of what's going to be available for us and our players to enjoy as we ramp up and really start to take full use of the benefits that their software offers. Would you like to start talking about that, Jeff? Because you can lead it off if you
So
like.
from the, I was going to say from the tournament organizer standpoint, it is robust but simple. I know we got a demo of that. So running it from the back end is great. Very, very customizable in what they're running, how they're running it, how they interact with it. Um, Relatively flawless in what we saw in demos and things like that. There wasn't any real lag or issues like that. They've handled huge tournaments and things like that. The benefit of Best Coast Pairings is their tiered system, which builds on a double subscription based system, I guess. One from the company, one from Edge of Exile, and one from the customer. So, as a consumer or a tournament organizer, you have your own subscription model that you're welcome to be part of or not. And if you're part of it, you can build your own history sort of thing and build your entire world on that side. And if not, you can just rely on the um, main store to do your store to do that, or Edge of Exile to have that back end setup sort of thing. Um, but to be clear, there is a free tier for everything. You do not have to subscribe. But being a member of Best Coast Pairings, um, you get access to all those other games as well. So it's not just Genesis on there. You can use your same account on there for all those other games when they're run by tournament organizers that use that software. And not to toot their own horn, because I've heard it from other people. And like Jason said, One Piece themselves didn't trust their own internal software. A lot of people rather use the Best Coast pairing system. So it is something that you'll probably. Oh, here we got some comments. WCP or BCP is huge. Yeah, okay. Yeah, BCP is massive, and we're really, really happy to be working with them, because there is that tiered system that as time goes on, we're going to be able to get. It starts out quite robust, but we'll get just that little bit extra that we want as time goes on, which includes eventually building up to world championships and things like that that we can build into from this system and run that in the end on this system, which would be great. Really, really good for everyone involved, I think.
Yeah. To expand on what Jeff was just saying, the free tier that we're automatically going to get rolled into will give any stores access to the software. So if they want to set up a tournament in their store, it's a really easy drop down menu. You fill in all the stats you need for how many rounds, how many players, all that kind of stuff, and they'll be able to use it. And then, as Jeff was mentioning, there is a very cool tiered system. With a subscription model. So, how that works and what some of the really cool benefits of it are is if you're a player and you'd like to be able to check your lifetime history of all your matches, that's something that would be included with the monthly subscription. There's also some cool benefits that we're going to be incorporating into it as well. Uh, Basically, there's going to be a monthly payment, and if you choose to sign up for it, and you choose to be a subscriber for the Genesis Organized Play tier, for that monthly fee, you're also going to get access to some really cool exclusive perks through us. We haven't locked in any cards yet to announce, but I know we're planning on having some really cool exclusive promos and things along that nature, rewards that players would be able to get as part of their ongoing monthly subscription to the service. They'd also, as I mentioned, get the benefits of their lifetime stats. There's other things from a player standpoint, like more information that they get if they're part of the subscriber tier. And then the nice thing is your subscription fees every month go to not only help benefit you and you qualify to maybe earn some cool rewards and promos and stuff from us, but on top of that, it also enables us to do some other things. Like we can use people who are subscribed for the subscription model. We can do a separate reward system for people who maybe are our game ambassadors, which is a program Janice has been working behind the scenes to start designing, because we'd like to have cool incentives and rewards for people who go to new stores and drive the growth of the game by spreading the game to new places and things like that. And if you happen to be a subscription subscriber, we'll be able to incorporate you into that as well. So if you want to be someone who's an ambassador and going out and helping spread the game, that's something that you'll be able to earn rewards through that as well. You'll be able to get exclusive promos through that. And the best part of all is also a portion of your monthly subscription fees actually go to help lower our costs as a game manufacturer to pay for all the rest of the features that get unlocked at that
Yep.
tier as well. So the more
Yep.
people we can get engaged and feel excited about being part of the premium monthly subscription, the faster you can help us grow the game and free up resources that would have been used to pay for the official tournament software to use those resources elsewhere. And Jeff's got a very creative mind for promos and things like that. So I'm sure we're going to have some really sweet swaggy type cards to hand out to our favorite players who are subscribing and helping support the game grow. So
Yeah, we'll figure out some really nice stuff as it goes. It's something that we can't wait to get to. Uh, and it's I wouldn't say it's a long road, because it's really only been a year, right, Jason? We're
yeah,
just at the beginning of April here. It's not even a year technically
that's right.
for us.
Yeah.
Um, and so yeah, it's something that we're really excited for and can't wait to get to it. Got to
I'm
add a
really
new name
happy
here. Sorry,
too.
Steven just.
I'm really happy too that when we first started announcing stuff, which I think was in May by the time the ink got signed on contracts,
Yeah.
we were saying that we were hoping, and back then it was just our best guesses, but we were hoping to be able to resume organized play this summer. And I think that
Hmm.
that's probably going to happen now that we've found the right partner to pair up with. We're going to have some really cool options and things that we're going to be able to do that I didn't expect we would, because again, these tier offerings by Best Coast Pairings are really like great. Like there's so many cool features and things for us as a game designer that we can use in the back end for tournaments and standings and all sorts of things. Qualifying for a world championship, all those kind of things can get unlocked as we begin to progress and move our way up in these tiers. And the cool rewards for players is great. And I'm just so happy that, as you just said, Jeff, in slightly less than a year, we're still continuing to hit all of our
Yeah,
initial goals. And
yeah,
I'm really grateful. And the community's been really supportive. The new stores that have been taking a chance have been really responding great, like very
mhm,
well. We've got some really excited new stores. Uh, and um, oh, Madtown Hobby says he's
yeah.
already just got
We just saw
approved.
that.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That's how
That's
quick
some
it
pretty
can
good.
be. So
Yep.
yeah, so I'm thrilled. It's literally nothing but all good news right now for the game and for the growth and for us hitting our targets.
Oh yeah.
And lots of exciting things are going to continue coming later this year as we continue working towards taking full advantage of the leverage that these new partnerships are giving us. So
Yeah,
lots
for
of reasons
sure.
to be excited, folks.
I'm kind of amazed, Jason. We had so many announcements when we were talking about this before. We're saying, "Oh my God, it's probably going to run overtime," um,
Yeah.
but we were too excited to let it run very long. We had to get everything out right away. I mean, it's only quarter 2, and we're I don't want to say out of announcements, but all the big news has come. Right? It's
Yeah.
we couldn't wait. We couldn't hold on to it any longer. But I'm
That's
glad we
okay.
got that information out there to people, and especially like Madtown has already signed up and approved and all that. That's great. And being a brick and mortar now, you can probably order other stuff from him as well that'll help you on your end of things.
Yeah,
That's really exciting too.
I know that Indie Pro Games is a distributor of what's he called? Grandpa Beck's games, which are very well
Okay.
known.
Yep.
I know them. Those games are very cool, and he gets to distribute those. So maybe if you're going to carry board games in your store, check out some of the Grandpa Beck's ones.
Yep.
Yeah. So lots of cool news going on, lots of
Good.
exciting things. What else should we talk about?
Any
Maybe,
questions? Does anyone have any
yeah.
questions on either announcements from today or from the past? Or I don't know if we can talk much about the future, but you can ask about future things too if we can. I don't know. But if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat and we'll see if we can answer them because there's not really, like I said, we couldn't hold our tongue, Jason. We ran through all the announcements so quickly because
I don't think
they're
that's a
really
bad
exciting
thing.
things to get out there.
You know,
No,
it's
no,
not.
not at all. Not at all. I just thought we thought it would take longer because we had so much to announce, but couldn't wait for it. We just had to get it out there.
Well, and a little teaser in another 1 or 2 weeks, we should have another really cool announcement coming up as well. So we got some lawyers working on some cool stuff. So we'll a
Yep.
little teaser. Won't say anything else about it for now, but we're gonna have some cool stuff to reveal in the future. This like we're getting a lot done, and I'm really happy about that. Like
Yeah.
really happy about that. So
While people are thinking of questions, Jason, I'll read through the list again to see if we missed anyone's name. So if you don't
yeah.
hear your name, drop a hello or a hi or something in the chat window. We have Damien C, Madtown Hobby, Kyle DJ, Jeremy H, Suddenly Pandas, Marcus P, Shahan S, Duelist Sync JD, Brian P, Badson, David C, The Card Golem, Shockwave, John R, The Cardboard Cohorts, Mr. Alex 21 Alex, and Stephen P.
Man,
And
I
as
didn't
per
notice that.
usual,
That was a lot
that
of
is
names.
17 names.
That's a lot of names.
It
Nice.
is. And as per usual, if we happen to hit on John R, he gets removed, and we double it, and you get 2 packs. So you gotta hope for John R to get hit first, which I think got hit last week, right? We hit John last week, I think, first, didn't we?
I
If I'm not
feel like we
mistaken.
did. Yeah. I
Yeah,
couldn't
I'm pretty
remember for
sure we
sure, but
did.
I thought we did.
Yeah, I think we did. So that the winner last week got 2 packs, not just
Because
one.
we were joking it was going to be John and then Marcus would win double the packs. And
Yeah, and we said he couldn't.
It was John and then it was either Aaron or Ed Tuck. One of those two wound up winning 2 packs because of that. I just can't
Yes.
remember which one was which.
Yes.
But yeah, so it does
Yes.
happen. You do have a chance of maybe doubling up the pricing tonight if good old John's name gets drawn first.
I'm gonna move my windows around here so that when the time's ready, I can move the camera to point at it.
I'm being
There
told
we
that
are.
it was in fact Ed that got the double pack win last week. So
Okay, it was Ed then. Yes. Yes. It was someone local that you're gonna see, in
yeah.
other words, if I'm not mistaken. So
And then the funny part was
that
I
was
forgot
good.
to bring packs to work because I was working at Jackson Queen. So I told them I'll bring them this Thursday. So they got to come back on Thursday and they're going to get their packs just because normally it
Hey,
was in my store and I could give away whatever I felt like. But now I'm not in my
that's,
store anymore. So
that's a
I
good
just
way to
kind of
get people
frowned.
to keep coming back though, Jason. Just bring 1 pack Thursday and say, "Oh, I'll bring your next one on what is it, the
There you
Tuesday? Come
go.
back
Right?
Tuesday." Just get them keep coming back for another pack sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't see any questions coming in here. Are there any questions on the other channel? I doubt it because those two people
Uh,
pretty much know what's going on with the
yeah.
game.
No, there was just a little talk about Mr. Dress Up being Ernie Combs, and
Hmm.
then John was talking about how with the original version of Twin Arrows, because it was an attack,
Yes.
you could give somebody elemental weakness and then kind of double up, and that's why they had to tweak the card so that it wouldn't be ridiculously overpowered. But yeah, no other questions. Those, like you say, those fellas, tend to know what's going on.
So you get from John and from the Chrono Walkers, you get a lot of uh, change information. You'll learn from them a lot of what iterations cards have gone through. Being partially one of them on the dev team and one of the other ones on the rules team, they know a lot of what's gone through with the games and how with the cards and how they've developed over time for the historic cards and some of the new cards too. So it's nice if when they join us on these lives or they do their own lives, you're going to get a good a good head full of information from them.
Speaking of lives, I was asked to relay a message during the live chat tonight. Is
Mm-hmm.
Trading Card Cody's the store over in Aurelia that I was at Sunday? They're doing a
Mm-hmm.
box opening tonight for Genesis. They're good
Ooh,
planning to go live at around 9:30.
sweet.
Currently, the only platform they generally do social media on is Instagram. So it'll be a live stream from Trading Card
Buns.
Cody's via Instagram tonight at around 9:30, so the anticipated start time. But as we mentioned earlier, the people over in Aurelia are really excited to finally be getting product and get a store in Aurelia hosting. So I'm sure it'll be a good vibe tonight over on Instagram if you tune in to see Cody opening up a box. So I'm glad that you said something that jogged my memory because I wanted to make sure to plug that for them as well.
Do you know what their? Sorry, I'm just looking up their Instagram here to make sure I get it right because there's a couple Cody card ones. I want to make sure I get there so we can give them the name.
It should be
Um,
Trading Card Cody's. That's what the store's called. So I didn't actually look myself. I He just texted me. He's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna be
let's
doing it
see.
at 9:30 because we got other stuff that we gotta do first." And I was like, "I will relay the message."
Just if you guys bear with me. Uh, Nope, didn't work when I typed it in the search bar, but here it is. Trading card Cody.
Yeah, all one word.
Yep. In Aurelia. So okay. It's just Instagram.com/trading card Cody. CODY is how you spell Cody, but just in case.
Yep.
So at least you know. And yeah, go follow them there because that'd be great to watch a box opening. I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make sure that I see it too, just because they're all excited, brand new players, and I love to see
Yeah.
people being excited. Hey, you remember when we were brand new, Jeff, and how crazy excited we were
Oh, that was many, many years ago. Many years ago.
in the before times,
In the
before
before times.
before the plague wiped us out. Yes.
Oh, my YouTube fell out of sync again. There we are. Now I can see.
Your reel's
That
good.
should get the
You're
name
lined up
maybe a little
good.
bit left. There we are. We'll do that. That should fix it. Just to be
Perfect.
perfect. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these names up, Jason.
Yep.
We're not getting any other names coming in, so let's do a nice big shuffle here. Get the names all randomized. And I found out you guys don't hear the drum roll. I hear a great drum roll when I hit the button. I don't know how to fix that, so just imagine a drum roll in your head,
Yeah.
and let's spin.
Who's it gonna be?
We are. Let's see. It went way past John Art, and it looks like it's going to stop at Mr. Brian P.
Yay! Brian! Congratulations. That
Congratulations, Brian. That's awesome.
very cool.
I think I turned it so you can. There you go. Yeah, you can see his name
No, it's
now.
perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can totally see his name.
All right, now let me see if I can get it back to see me.
Yep. Yeah, you're doing good.
There we
Perfect.
are. So far, so good.
Yep.
Is this better? No,
No,
that's not
that's
better.
the wrong way. The other way. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Brian. Hit up Jason when you see him, and he'll get you that pack of invasion, and
Yep.
hopefully you get a foil out of it. Hopefully you get a foil. What is it? Burning. Just forgot the name of it there. Burning
Oh,
Abomination, because that
you know
does
what
look
I just
gorgeous in
thought
foil.
of?
Hmm.
Nobody at Trading Card Cody saw any foils yesterday. So, to my knowledge, I don't
Oh,
think Trading Card Cody himself has ever seen a foil in person. So, I hope he's opening a box of Invasion. I hope that's what he's opening tonight because he will lose his mind the first time he sees one of those Invasion foils. They're so gorgeous. That alone would
was
be
it?
worth tuning in just to see the reaction.
Who was it that? Who was that opened a box? Was it DM Armada? Someone opened a box of Invasion, And when they got to the very last pack is where they got their big explosive
Yes.
foil. It was just like you couldn't have planned it better than that. It was just crazy. All right, one last pack. Let me just open it, and there it was. I don't remember which card it was now, but it was phenomenal. It was just really nice. Go
Yeah.
search for it if you find it on YouTube and see it. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just kind of unexpected, and sometimes things work out for you luck wise like that. So that was awesome.
Very cool. Well,
I think we've
anything
gone
else
through a
this
lot,
week?
Jason. No, I think
Yeah.
we've gone through a lot, and it's a lot to fill my head, and hopefully fill everyone's heads here. So be sure if you are a distributor, or I mean, if you are a game store, go sign up with Indie Pro Games. If you need to buy product and cannot find a retailer nearby you, you can also get from them. Although do check because there should be a retailer close enough to you that would probably also send to you directly, and then you have a game store to play at.
Hmm.
If you are not a member of Best Coast Pairings, you can go sign up now, and any store in your area, any tournament that uses Best Coast Pairings will be able to use their software, so you can familiarize yourself with it and things like that. And once Genesis becomes active, then you can, jump to a subscription line or just keep it on the baseline until things get rolling a bit more. And I think that kind of summarizes the call to action for everyone of anything that they
Yeah.
can do at this point, which is and go to your local game store and play some Genesis this week. Make sure you do that.
And ask them to make sure that they've placed a pre-order for Metamorphosis too while you're at
Yes.
it.
Yes, please do. Especially now that they can do it through Indie Pro in the US. So if they're not a Southern Hobby company or customer, they can always do it through Indie Pro. So make
Yeah.
sure they know they have that other option too.
Exciting times.
Yes, very awesome.
All right.
All right, Jason, you have the last word today because I feel like I've been talking a lot right now at the end. So you can have the last word for the evening.
Well, funny enough, last week was as you might recall, Jeff, I screwed up hitting the buttons for the end credits. So tonight I'm going to take my time and make sure
Okay.
I hit the right button so that not just the music starts playing, but this face gets off the camera as well. So we're going to see if hopefully I do it right. And I'll make sure I mute my mic because as Madtown Hobby taught me before the live stream officially began, this mic is hot all the time. So, that's it for me. It was a really fun stream. We're getting to
Yeah.
share lots of exciting news, and we still have more exciting news to come in the next few
Yes.
weeks. And definitely make sure to check out. Let me put this picture back up. Make sure to check out all these very cool
Mhm.
third-party people who are going to be revealing some spoilers. These are literally the best places to see these cards first. Nobody else
Yes.
has them before. So there's going to be some unique spoilers popping up around the internet. And we still have room for a few more. So if there's any content creators out there who haven't requested one yet, you could, oh, I don't think I put this up this whole episode. There we go. You can email us at hello@edgeofexile.com with your questions, comments, or spoiler requests, and we'll make sure
Mhm.
to get back to you. Um, so
Yes.
I think that sums up everything that I wanted to get out. Thanks again, Jeff. It's been fun once again, as always. Thanks to all the people in the chat. It's starting to settle down now, but a few minutes ago, I did notice there was 20 or 21 simultaneous people watching at once. So
Mhm.
great engagement. We appreciate everybody chatting. And
Yeah.
now I'm going to take a break for a while, and then I'll probably be on uh, Instagram at 9:30 checking out
Yeah.
some box opening. So
Me
in the
too.
meantime, have fun, everybody, and we'll see you here next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
The king is dead, killed from a poisonous cup. Another prophet sings, and the crowd erupts. Hail the new king. And so the story goes over and over again like a spinning wheel.
Look, trading card Cody's and Madtown Hobby are in the end credits now. That's so cool. We were just talking about them.
We waste our time.
Yeah, it's great to see them there. Good thing mics aren't live, so they can't hear us, right, Jason? Well, I guess they could. Doesn't really matter.
Oh, and look, there's a joke at the end of the episode. How cool.
I think there's a joke at the end of every episode. If not, I missed them. We have to go back and read those now.